Hey, welcome back to the channel, and this is my review of Fiji versus Georgia. It was a great start from Georgia and fantastic intent from them. They attacked the Fijian defence all game when they weren't defending, and they put some good phases together, and it swings out to the wing. They've created the overlap, and the wing is free and clear over in the corner, but he just fumbles the ball, and this is like early on within the first 5 or 6 minutes. And you just think, oh no, that one has gone begging, and they really should have gotten over early. However, they do get a penalty kick, and they establish an early lead, 3-0. Georgia stay on the attack, and they're looking pretty good. They've had a disappointing World Cup so far, but looking strong in this first little period of the match. And to be honest, the Fijians look a little bit rattled. There's a few mistakes from them. And that would continue really throughout the game, but especially in this opening period, I think they were surprised by the Georgians' physicality, which was absolutely tremendous throughout the entire game. And Fiji really need to settle down at this point and play themselves into the match. Fiji finally do settle down a little bit, get good field position and a bit of ball. All they've done is tackle so far. They get a penalty kick in a very kickable position, and the kicker just puts it quite a significant distance wide. So it's still Georgia 3-up at this point. Georgia are really putting everything into the contact area and often driving the Fijians back, which is unusual to see, but they're paying the price. And already early on, they have a couple of players down injured, and I think 2 players went off within the first 15 minutes. So it's going to be a tough all day at the office for the Georgians trying to defend against this Fijian side. But they get a reward for their efforts and get another penalty kick, and now they extend their lead to 6-0. So Georgia on top at this moment. The game finally swings in Fiji's favour. They work themselves back into the game, and they're attacking the Georgian line. But I gotta say, throughout the match, it was heroic defence from the Georgians. They never let up and they never quit, and they always got round that corner. And they just managed to hold Fiji out. And on top of that, they get down the other end and they get a penalty kick, and they put it over, and now it's 9-0. So from that little period of play that Fiji had, they didn't get anything from it, and the Georgians will be pleased with that. Again, there's an amazing atmosphere at the ground, and this has been a feature of this World Cup. The let's say smaller teams who've played, they've had tremendous support at the stadiums, and it's really made these games special to watch. I did a review of the Uruguay game recently, and it's really exciting. So well done to the organisers of the World Cup. Georgia is still on the attack, and they get a drop goal attempt from Yashvili, and it doesn't go over. But Fiji are playing a dangerous game. They're throwing it around. They haven't taken the points a couple of times, and if they keep going down this road, they could struggle to get something from this match. And then we come to perhaps the most controversial point in the match. Georgia again put a good attack together, and this end-to-end is just crazy stuff, and it breaks for Georgia, and Georgia seemingly get over for a try, and the ref blows immediately for a forward pass. Now, this pass was never forward, never in an absolute million years. There's been a few, because I watch Wales play as well, there's been a few which you could kind of question, but this one was unquestionably not forward. And the suspect thing, what I saw with my coverage, the referee didn't even call a TMO in. He just instantly gave the forward pass, disallowed the try, went to a scrum. Come on, boys, let's get on with it. And it was really suspect. I have tried to stay away from casting aspersions on the referee's character and expertise, but that was an absolutely terrible decision. Goes into halftime with Georgia in front 9-0. So Fiji have a little bit to do to get back into the match, and the Fijians pick up where they left off in the second half, and they're on the attack again. But this Georgian defence is no joke. I mean, they put big hits in all over the park, and all players were contributing. So it was really nice to see from that point of view. I like a good tackle now and again, and Georgia did well to hold Fiji out. Ranrandra knocks down a pass from the Georgians, and he gets a yellow card for his troubles. No real argument, I think, from that. But now Fiji are down to 14 men. So as I was saying, it could go wrong for Fiji at this point, and they really have to pull themselves together now to get back in this match. However, Fiji do really well with 14 men. The line out, which has been terrible, really from both teams all through the game. This time it's Georgia's turn to mess it up, and they give Fiji the ball right in a perfect attacking position on the edge of the 22. Fiji spin it out, and the captain fantastic. He actually does some amazing maneuvering, trickery, whatever you want to call it, to put the ball down in the corner. And it's absolutely an amazing finish, one of the best I've ever seen. So, Georgia hard done by with that disallowed try, but fair play to Fiji and their captain. That was an amazing try. So then Fiji gets 7 points on the board. His kick from the touchline, and now it's 9-7. Ranrandra comes back on, and Fiji have done well while he's off, actually, and they've got back to within a score. But the game slows down quite a bit now, and that you're thinking that pace maybe will suit Georgia, but to be honest with you, some tired bodies all over the pitch from both sides. And Fiji, although they go on the attack, the Georgians, there's no quit in them at all, and their defense keeps manning up. And so the pace is slowed significantly now. Again, from the referee, there's a kind of controversial decision. Fiji seemed to knock the ball on a couple of times while they're on the attack, and they made a lot of handling errors today, which they won't be happy about. But referee plays an advantage when Georgia haven't got the ball. I'm not sure how you can play an advantage if you don't have the ball, but anyway, Fiji get the penalty instantly from the breakdown and kick it. So they go in the lead for the first time, and now it's 10-9 in favour of Fiji. The game goes back and forth, and then we get a bit of classic Fiji play. The ball goes out, speed, pace, power, a pass through the legs, and the Fijians get over for a very, very nice try. Bit of a spectacular try that, and it puts them in the lead then 17-9. And you think it's all over for Georgia now, to be honest. They put up a good fight, as they have done in most of the matches so far, but it seems to be done. Fair play to the Georgians, though. They do not give up, and it is hard to defend against the Fijians in the last 20 minutes of the match, as Australia found out and Wales found out. But the Georgians, they keep pushing on. I don't know how they do it, because they're obviously exhausted, but they keep getting around the corner and keep making those big hits in defense. And they're still in this game, and fair play to them. A lot of sides' heads could have dropped after that last try, but they're still in it, and this is where the drama really heats up. There's absolute commitment from both teams, and it's going to go down to the wire here. There's a little bit of a bad taste left in the mouth with a yellow card later on. I'm not sure if it was upgraded or not, but it's quite a nasty head collision. Obviously, these head collisions are not intentional. You don't intentionally smash your head into somebody. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but it's a little bit unfortunate right to the end of the game. Georgia go on the attack, and they get a penalty out of it, and they decide to take the points, which makes it 17-12. I think it's like a bonus point thing that they're going for, but they try to go the length of the pitch and score the winning try at the end, and I tell you what, they almost do it. The guy Makaba is absolutely unbelievable. What a game he has, and I'm going to be keeping my eyes on him. He's a fantastic player. But Georgia play Fiji at their own game, slinging it about, and which is, I don't think, their natural game traditionally, but they do a great job, and they put a little inside kick in, and Fiji scramble and just kick it dead. And bodies are strewn all across the field. It looks like a war zone at the end of the pitch, at the end of the match, and it's a great drama at the end again. This Fiji side always seems to produce it. I do think Georgia will feel a little bit hard done by, particularly by that horrendous, ridiculous, disgusting decision to disallow their try in the first half. I mean, that one really stuck in my craw, and I didn't like that at all. And the referee's attitude in general, I really didn't like. Again, I don't want to complain about the referee, but that was one which needs to be, he needs to be pulled up, because I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, it was awful. And but Georgia kept about their work, and they stayed in the match, even in the second half when they were under the pump quite a lot. Fiji, again, very dynamic going forward. They were a little bit looser than they have been so far this World Cup, and they'll want to like rein that in. A lot of handling errors, which they're going to have to improve upon if they really going to have a serious run in this World Cup. Georgia, though, I feel sorry for them. The effort they put into their defence today was absolutely amazing. The work rate of the forwards and the backs too, like that Matt Kaba was amazing going forward, fantastic footwork, great kicking, but the tackles he put in too, I mean, against bigger men, it was really impressive from the Georgian side. And I'm sorry they've had like a little bit of a disappointing World Cup. Hopefully they can make things right, you know, by the end. But yeah, it's all to play for now in this group, and you know, I think a lot of people anticipated this, but it's the closest group of all the World Cup the groups this year. But yeah, an enjoyable game, again, drama as always. And yeah, Fiji, congratulations, but I gotta say, well played to the Georgians, and I feel for you in that loss a little bit. But yeah, if you've watched this far, thank you very much for staying with me for the review. Like, subscribe, all that other good stuff, and I'll speak to you next time. All right, bye-bye.